MCP explained in 10 minutes. The future of AI agents. This is AI Frontier, and by the end of this video, you'll understand the protocol quietly rewiring every major AI model on Earth. Right now, somewhere, an AI agent is trying to check your calendar. It can't. Not because it isn't smart enough, thus it hits a wall like a bird flying straight into glass. November 2024. A small team quietly publishes a spec on GitHub. No keynote, no stage, no confetti. 18 months later, that quiet GitHub repo is running inside Google, Microsoft, AWS, and OpenAI's own products. Over 10,000 live servers, 97 million downloads every single month. By the end of this video, you're going to understand this better than 99% of people using it every day. Let's go. Chapter 1. The N by M problem. Here's the thing nobody said out loud in 2023 and 24. We built godlike language models, and then duct-taped them to the internet, one custom integration at a time. Want Claude to read your Slack? Custom connector. Want it to touch your database? Another one. 4 models, 4 tools. That's 16 bridges already. Now make it 10 models and 100 tools. That's 1,000 custom integrations, 1,000 tiny bridges, each one built differently, each one breaking the moment either side changes. Every AI team building the exact same connector, a Slack connector, a database connector, over and over, in isolation. None of that work reusable anywhere else. It's like it's the year 2000, and every website has to write its own version of HTTP just to load a page. The fix wasn't a smarter model. It was something almost boringly simple. One shared language. Chapter 2. What MCP actually is. Think USB-C. Before it, every device had its own proprietary port, a drawer full of adapters. USB-C didn't make your laptop smarter. It just gave every device one shared language for plugging in. MCP does the exact same thing, except the devices are AI models and the chargers are your tools and data. And this is an open standard, not an Anthropic-only tool. In December 2025, MCP was donated to the Linux Foundation, so no single company controls it. That's a massive signal. Under the hood, there are 3 players. The host, that's Claude, ChatGPT, Cursor, whatever you're actually talking to. The client, a dedicated translator living inside the host. And the server, the program exposing one specific capability, like GitHub, or Notion, or a database, in a standardized way. Build the server once. Every AI model that speaks MCP can use it, forever. You don't write the Notion connector for Claude, and then separately for ChatGPT, and then again for Gemini. You write one Notion server. Any AI system that speaks the protocol can plug straight in. 1,000 custom bridges, collapsed into one shared road system. Chapter 3. The Three Superpowers. An MCP server exposes capability in 3 flavors. Tools. Actions the AI can call, like sending an email or running a query. Resources. Data the AI can read, like a file or a database record. And prompts. Reusable templates for common workflows. Say you connect Claude to GitHub. Now you can just say, in plain English, summarize every blocked pull request and draft a Slack message. Without MCP, that's 3 separate APIs and a human gluing them together. With MCP, the model just does it. It calls the GitHub server's tools, reads the resources it needs, drafts the message, because both sides are speaking the same protocol. This is why engineers keep calling this the agentic web, not AI that chats, AI that acts, inside your real tools with your real data. Chapter 4. Who's actually using this? MCP launched with about 100 example servers. By March 2026, registries were tracking over 19,000. By mid-2026, over 10,000 active servers and 97 million downloads a month. That is not steady growth. That's a hockey stick. 97 million SDK downloads every single month. And it's not just Anthropic's own products anymore. OpenAI added MCP to ChatGPT. Google added it across Gemini. Microsoft built it into Copilot. AWS ships it inside Bedrock. These are companies fighting for the exact same customers, and they all agreed on the same shared plumbing. When fierce competitors agree on the plumbing has already won. Governance itself is multi-vendor now. Anthropic, OpenAI, Block, all steering where this goes next. Nobody owns this anymore. Everybody depends on it. Chapter 5. The pattern nobody's talking about. Every major tech era has the same origin story. Powerful, isolated capability exists, stranded, until someone builds a boring connective layer. TCP/IP turned isolated computers into the internet. USB replaced 15 proprietary cables with one connector. MCP is this era's version of that exact same moment. The breakthrough is never the intelligence. It's always the connective tissue. Language models were the most powerful isolated computer moment yet. Stunning intelligence, sealed inside a chat box, unable to touch the world around it. MCP is the wall coming down. The model doing the thinking was never actually the bottleneck. Connection was. And here's the uncomfortable part. Every time this connective layer moment happens, value stops concentrating in who has the smartest model and starts concentrating in who controls the most valuable connections. The model is becoming the commodity. The connections are becoming the moat. That's why Cloudflare shipped a server covering their entire API. Why AWS is racing to wire up its databases. Why Amazon opened an ads server. They're not chasing intelligence anymore. They're chasing reach. Chapter 6. The risk nobody's pricing in. When you let an AI install a random MCP server off a public registry, you're giving that server, written by some anonymous developer, a live channel to instruct your AI. 10,000 servers sounds incredible until you remember that's 10,000 places for something to go wrong. This has a name now: tool poisoning. A server describes itself one way publicly, but its actual tool definitions hide instructions the model quietly obeys, which is exactly why the protocol's maintainers spent early 2026 racing to ship enterprise authorization, letting companies control access through their existing identity provider, already adopted by Anthropic, Microsoft, and Okta. We're running production-grade AI agents on infrastructure that's still being rebuilt underneath them. Chapter 7. Where this goes. Expect MCP to fuse with its sibling protocol, Google's agent-to-agent standard. MCP handles agent-to-tool. A 2A handles agent-to-agent. Together, that's the full nervous system for a genuinely autonomous agent economy. The next $1 trillion in AI isn't in the model, it's in the wiring. Chapter 8. The full picture. Let's stack it all up. The N/M problem. Host, client, server, tools, resources, prompts, cross-vendor adoption. The connective tissue pattern, and the risk still being solved in real time. 6 ideas, 1 tower. Takeaway. 1. Build once, ship everywhere. Ship an official MCP server for your product now, before every competitor is writing a custom SDK per model. Takeaway. 2. Watch the reach race, not the IQ race. The next edge isn't the smartest model, it's whose tools every agent is already plugged into. Takeaway 3. Treat every server like unreviewed code. A public listing isn't a safety review. Audit what a server actually calls before you connect it. Takeaway 4. The protocol is still being written. The 2026 spec rewrite is the biggest since launch. Build for what's coming, not what's already outdated. AI didn't get smarter this year. It finally got a way to reach out and touch the world, and every major company on Earth just agreed on the same handshake to make it happen. If this made the last 20 minutes make more sense than the last 20 months of AI news, hit subscribe. Next time, we're going inside the protocol letting AI agents talk to each other. And honestly, it's even wilder than this one.